our stream. And pretty interesting river here. He's going to check a lot. Having the 10 helps here. Interesting, I don't block queen or a jack, I don't block clubs. He pots the turn. 8-5, I think 5 is the best blocker you can have here. I think I'll call this hand here. Yeah, he 5-3. I think it's kind of vicious, but fine. Having the 5 as blocker would be helpful though. I think this is a trivial half pot. 4 of diamonds blocker. Yeah, I think this hand gets to bluff here. I think I just check this one. And I don't think I can bluff the river. Like, he's going to have the only hand that missed is queen 10. So having the queen of spades myself is really bad for my bluff catching properties though. Kind of interesting flop here. It's better for him than me. I think I'll start bluffing here. I don't get to the river with much worse hands than this. But it's not successful bluff. Like, I want him to have clubs, but I think he folds even like a deuce here versus that size. So when he folds a deuce, my bluff is going to be super profitable. And of course, he can have like chupa, even sets have to fold on the river here. So it's fine bluff. I don't get to the river with much worse than that, to be honest. I think this is a half pot board, as a board that I don't get raised much here. Because like he lacks 6 deuce, 6-4 combos. I think raising kings here are normal, defending this hand. I think it's right up. Don't get to the... I think this is going to be a bluff for me, having a club as a deuce. Like, a lot of flush draws will bet the flop themselves. This is a really bad river to continue bluffing. My deuce blocker is not that important anymore because I think he's going to still call some straights here. Like 7-4 with a club, I think he's calling. 5s he's calling. Yeah, I don't think he's holding much here. Yeah, very needy check here. I think this gets to be a check, especially having the backdoor flush draw here. You get to absorb turn aggression more often. I think this one is close here. I think this half pot makes sense. Sorry. I think half pot continue to make sense here. Blocking the 6 is really important. I think I would just triple here with the 6. He's going to have like some naked deuces here. I think this is a no-brainer 3-bet. The lowest card is an 8. Have like decent flush draw, not premium. Can call versus 4-bet too. Not doing super well versus 4-bet, but it's fine. Nothing having a spade here hurts, but I think my hand's good enough when I have the backdoor hearts. Without the backdoor hearts, I think this is a check call. I think I just jam here, making him fold. Yeah, kinda lucky though. Okay, we get quarter there. Didn't have much equity on the spots, but fine. I think he's going to raise some flush draws, some 6-5s that we're doing okay against. And we have like clean equity on 10, on ace. Have to call here. Did bet a bit larger than did raise a bit larger than I wanted. I think this goes to be a jam here. I think this I just jammed at both sides here. Interesting raise, interesting decision. Not very good for us here. Not very good for us here. think this one's easy 3-bet. I think this, if I had a 5, I would 3-bet more often here. Interesting. 3 doesn't help him much. This is going to be a fold here. Yeah, best half pass, I think. My main hand's just too weak though. Raise here. Crazy raise too. Kind of interesting here. This hand gets to bluff sometimes here. Check this time. Pretty interesting time. It's a board that he's not supposed to lead large very often on the turn. I still have like jacks here, still have ace jack, still have ace 6. I think this hand has to fold versus half pot. Kind of interesting river. Yeah, I think I still raise here. I do get called by Chopa here. So I gotta raise 6s. Yeah, just had queen 10. Fold here. I think this gets to be a bluff on the turn, good shot, flush draw. And still can wrap some things here, yeah. Blocking queen jack's relevant. He's not going to have aces or ace 10 very often. But again, we run to the nuts. Probably had like queen jack with a club or with spade. Probably most likely club when I don't have a club. Still going to 3-bet here. This hand sometimes. I think this is going to be a big bet spot. I think I just want to hammer down this board here, to be honest. With this particular combo. Yeah, I think I need to bluff here. This hand's not going to showdown winner very often. I can even folding a 3 is very good for us, and I don't think I need to make like a lot of effort to make a 3 fold. I'll make like a weird raise here for most people, but this is going to be a raise sometimes. Especially having the king of spades, because a lot of his bet calling range will have like king of spades, X of spades hands. So this is going to be like a very good bluffer. And I also block the 6. That's relevant because when he calls, he's going to turn a straight less often. So this is important, and this will pump up my turn aggression too. Versus that size, you just have to fold here. I think this hand just calls. This really hurts us here. This is going to be a 3-bet. Yeah, crazy call here. Still calling the sun here. Not super happy about it, but he's going to have a lot of possible bluffs. Very interesting round here. Sorry, someone's calling me. Check here. I think it's board that he's better for his range than mine. Got a call versus this size here. Like 6, 8, 6, Jack 9. He's not going to have a lot of strong hands on this river. I think when he yeah, I think I just give up here. His range is too strong on this river. What's he bluffing with? I don't think he's bluffing, so still open this hand here. Call versus 3-bet. A very weak gut shot here. And we fold versus aggression. We have 0 board interaction here, so just give up. If he hits 8 or 9, he could bluff the river. If it goes check, check on the turn. It's the one still defends here. Pretty interesting board. I think this one still defends. If I had a fold. Kind of interesting here. Blocking the fold, blocking the diamond, blocking the 5. I think I have like a multi-component hand to bluff. And this is pretty helpful. Raise defense here, queens. May check raise this hand too. Interesting here. I don't need to bluff this one. I think I just check. I think my hand's too weak to show down on the river here. I avoid getting bluffed by some weird hands too. Yeah, big spot for us here. Hope to hold, have a good shots. Club blocker and a set. So I think this hand goes to bluff here too. We have like decent removal call, let's say. Interesting. Hope to hold. Will be nice. Okay, we hold the first one. We split the second one. So at least one pot for us. Let's climb back from the hole that we are now. I think we lost a buying or two here already, but like lost pretty big all-ins too. It's going to be a tough defense here, to be honest. It's going to be a check. Crazy call versus 3-bet, to be honest. I think half pot seems to make sense. Out cover small bets here. Versus 1-third, I can call this hand. Versus half pot, I think is close. Interesting that he checks, like his 3-bet range is not going to miss here very often, so I just check back here. Pretty interesting turn. I think king 10 gets to fold here. He's going to bluff a lot of like kings, aces, ace 9s. So I'll just call here. Yeah, not a very good river for us. I think we just call here. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. Very, very unlucky for us. Yeah, still call here. It sounds like kinda okay to raise. He would probably bluff the river with the hand that he had, so we made a really good decision that didn't pay off. I think I have to fold here. It's not going to be easy for him to bet here without a flush, like especially if that sizing. So I just give up. Sorry. Sorry, X. I'll just bump in here. Raise defense here. Kind of interesting what we do on this flop. Having the overcard helps, having the king 10 helps. Versus that size, I think my hand's just too weak to continue. I think this one gets to, I think half pot's the best size here. When he calls that quickly, he's going to have a lot of straight draws. So I think I have to bet big here. He's going to call some straight draws and flush draws on the turn still, so important to keep your size up when people are probably overcalling on turns. I think I have so little board interaction here that's going to be a check. Can find other hands to bluff that have better properties. I think on this turn, I think people don't check enough like strong kings and 6s, so I think he's going to give up here super often. At least I didn't say that he's going to give up 100% of the time. Maybe he has like 6s or pocket kings or pocket deuces, so this line is super strong. I think this hand still raises here. Kind of interesting. I'll size up here. This is a board that, yeah, out of position is going to call a lot of 9-7s, Jack 10s, Jack 9s. So I think sizing up makes sense. Same for this board here. We call. Think I just check fold here. Yeah. It's He's going to have 8 queens, jack 9s, 9-7 so often that doesn't make sense to continue with a hand that can't improve. It's going to be 100% true bet for me. I think this goes to half pot sizing here. Really don't want him to give up. Yeah, just have to bet call here. Third's a decent card for him. Yeah, we didn't hit again. Not running particularly well this today. I think that's made the right play though. So queen, ace, jack, clubs. Yeah. I think this hand with jack of diamonds still calls here. Have to fold. This is board that of betting large makes sense because like he's going to be sticky with aces and jacks here. Crazy raise versus Joy Poisson. 1 second, please. Back here. I think this one still defends. Be a check raise on the flop. I think this one still bets here. Like the jack kind of improves him, but not a lot. And I think I have crazy bluff here. Yeah, had a really good hand already on the turn. I think this hand gets to be raised here sometimes on the flop. I think queen jack is a massive frequency bet on the flop, so when he checks I think he's going to be very weak there. Fold this hand here. Then interesting, I don't want to have a club here. Raise a three bet. Yeah. Raise a call versus that size. If I had a king of clubs I could bluff here. I think he made the right size though. I think this hand just checks. Really don't want to get check raised here. It's not a super strong hand, but hitting a king, a 10, and a 9 on the river, it's going to be good here. I think half pot's the right size again. Raise a call. May check raise this one on the flop. Not that versus that size. I think there's a trivial check here. And fold. Raise a three bet with aces. Especially having the king and the 5. They give you more equity versus everything. Just raising here, suited queen jack. When I have the backdoor diamonds here, I check more. This means that I'm going to be able to call more often on turn. I think raise a call versus that size. I think I still bet here very small. I think people are not finding enough leads on the situation. Just a good shot here, have to fold. Raise. Crazy call here. I think this board is going to be like versus check. I think we just jam here. Yeah, versus that size especially. This size usually implies that the guy is folding more often, so and you still have like decent equity against anything, even against a set, we're not doing that bad. Uh, Having no improvement versus ace-9, I think I gotta fold here. It's going to be a half pot flop here. Goes all in. Okay. Yeah, I had. Finally win one. Let's start from the. I think this one still defends here. Is going to be a check raise on the flop. Basically have all very interesting properties to check raise. I think I'll just check call this hand, having the 8. I think this is going to be a small bet here. I think I still call. Okay. The bold interaction I have, I think it's enough to bluff here. Blocking at least one paw. Having a get shot, that's not to the nuts, but I'll draw a very strong straight. And I'm going to... to have to bluff here. Have more 6-5 than he has, like he's going to fold a lot of 6-5 pre. Calling one pair here, it's tough. I'm not wrapping only 6-4 here. Any two pair here is going to be a call. I don't think you get to fold that. I think I find a very interesting size here. I'm going to miss a lot on this river. All my straight draws miss. I think 4s and 8s are going to be bets for him. So we have the nuts there. And we have the nuts on the spot, so not that big. Blocking the 10 of spades here is relevant because it decreases the amount of time you get called. And we're betting for value there, but getting a fold of that hand is not the end of the world. It's pretty good. Raises both sides here. May three bet this one sometimes. Very interesting board here. I can wrap a lot of tons. And still have a good shot. But this one is going to be a bet here. Kinda interesting here. Make a funky size here. Raise a big bet, especially versus this guy. Kinda weird here. He's going to turn a lot of chupas into a bluff on the river. And he's going to fold a lot of those chupas on the turn. Yeah, raise the call here. I think people don't really realize what they have sometimes. Oh, nice, finally a decent hand here on the side. Okay, we check pot here. We bet big again. And we jam the river. Yeah, I think when I block at the jack here and having no room to improve, I think I got a bet and they'll bet twice. I think I'll check a lot of flushes on the flop. This is going to be just a check here. And he checks that quickly. I think I have a bluff here. Yeah, interesting here. Just like folding some 3x, like 3, 8, 3, 7, 6. I think I'm going to bluff here. He's not going to improve to ace king very often. He's not going to improve to jack 10 very often when I have the jack. So I've always done this one as a bluff here. is going to have a lot of ace 7 6 5 hands, for example, that I can make fold, so that's pretty good. Crazy call here. I think this is a heavy check for me for this here. I'll still check on the jack here. I think it's important to... Oh, very interesting flop. Let's see what his side choice is. Queens is very good here. Good very often here. And crazy value bet here. Interesting river. Interesting river. It's going to check some sevens. I don't want to have the hand I have, so I'm going to fold. Can call some other hands though. He's betting into a range that's strong. So he's probably not as bluffy as some other lines. I think this is going to be a check down here. And fold on the river, funny river. I'm like checking my 10 here, hoping that Kama Chilpa and comes double river on the deck. This is going to be a 3-bet for me. Not 100%, but I think this is a funny board that you don't get to bet small very often, because like his continuing range is so wide here. It's good that I have jacks that block some of the possible turned straights. Yeah, just get it in here. I'm going to have, yeah, this hand is fine. Not on this turn. Okay, on this run out it's okay. We get set over Satda, but I had a flush draw. Very interesting board here. I think aces check a lot on this board. You really don't want to get raised. I think this is going to be a call. If I had a worst 6, I would raise. I think I still check here. Yeah, got pretty lucky then. Praise you raise here, praise check raise on the flop. I think this hand gets to bluff here, having the 6, having the get shot, and having the spade. His bet frequency seems a bit high here. If I had a touch better hand, I would 3-bet here. This is going to be a raise still. Had a 3, it's close. This is a hand that does improve very often from the flop, but he's not going to be super sticky on the flop too, because like this is a rainbow board that he's not going to interact very well with it. I think I just call here. I think this good shot still calls. Interesting. Yeah, doesn't feel that well to call this turn. I think I have to bluff this hand here. I think this hand folds. Pretty weak hand, yeah. I have to at least block a Pada. I think this is going to be a fold. Very weak hand. Praise raise, praise raise. Easy bet here. This is a turn that does improve him very often. I wish I had at least one heart, but when he just check calls the flop, yeah, I think this is going to be a big bet here. He's not going to have a lot of better hands than mine. This is kind of funky bluff, but I don't block any hearts, that's a fold. I block a 4, that's the most relevant blocker I can have. So not always this works, but I think I had the right hand to do it. So raise here, fold. Interesting board here. Think this one goes to check. Interesting turn. I'm going to check a lot of 8x myself. I think this is going to be a raise here. I don't think he's betting kings with that size. Blocking the tree is relevant here because he's going to size this much with sorry. Usually people don't use this size with very strong hands on the check line. I think this is going to be a half small bet spot here. He's going to have a tough time defending on this board very often. I think versus that size I defend this hand. Interesting run out here. I think I give up here. I think he's the type of guy that is going to bluff this spot very often. Kind of bad size versus short stack, but fine. I think half pot's the way to go here. Kind of interesting turn. I think half pot also the way to go here. Doesn't yeah. This guy uses pot very frequently. That annoys me a bit. This is true bet versus Joy here. I think I'll check here. Have like a very decent draw, but it has no board interaction at all. I think I would even check down this hand here. It's nice that it don't block a king, a 7 or a 9. So this on this turn, he is going to check way more often when I don't block a pair here. But versus bet, I don't think he's bluffing enough on this line here, to be honest. So this is going to be a check. This hand really terrible here. I think raise AC bet at half pot. I'll call best raise here. Still calling the turn. Like his flop's raise size doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not going to show down the river a lot of weak hands, but I have a lot of chupa too. I think queen high flush does size up here. I think it's especially when I don't have the jack of diamonds here. I think this is going to be easy big bet here. He's going to have the king high flush sometimes too. So I can use like some 9-8 with a diamond to bluff here, some 7-6 with a diamond to bluff here, 7-6, 8-8. I think it's going to be one of my prime candidates to bluff. He folds. Crazy. Yeah, I think this gets to be a raise on the flop. Blocking the tree, having a good shot, not having any backdoor flush draw. And this is going to be a check for me. Yeah, probably just can't do anything here. Not going to be a board that I'm going to be super aggressive on, but having at least one club makes me want to bet that hand, and Closing to the end of the stream here. Not a very good day for us. We just ran pretty bad. But kind of interesting here. I think I have a lot of fold equity here. Having the 9 of diamonds is pretty important blocker, and 3 pretty important blocker too. Raise a check on the river. Yeah. I think this gets to be a bluff here. This is going to be our final hands for the day. And have the right blockers here, but they don't get anything going. Very interesting board here. Have the jack of clubs makes me want to float more, because it's less likely he's going to hit a club. He's going to have a lot of if I bet 20, he's going to have 71, and pot's going to be 66, so I need to bet like this size here to jam the river. Yeah, not our best day. I think we lost like decently. Did run bad, but wasn't our best showing. Yeah, had like some really tough spots, but we're still going to donate like $50 from our pocket. Doesn't matter what the result's going to be. And we had a $100 donation from our friend too, so it's going to be 150 for the people that really need that money. So this is Rafa for Agent.pro. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we hope for better results tomorrow. Thank you guys.